Thank you. Um,
So, yeah, you can introduce yourself as you're doing that
thank you so much. My name is Paul Chipsoi, um, representing marginalized minorities in this forum, namely the Sengwer from Mbabut, the Dorais from Baringo, Ogiek from Elgon, and of course the Bungoma and Ogiek of Mau, and Awer of Lamu. As you rightfully say, we are representing on access to education. The following areas would like, first of all, we'd like to thank the Institute of Economic Affairs for giving us this opportunity to address some of the pertinent issues we think marginalized communities has been facing for so long since independence of this country, and of course the extremely marginalization, and we think this is an opportunity for us to highlight some of these issues that the Treasury will consider for the financial year 2021-2022. This again will be an opportunity for us to being part of economic building of this economy of this country, and of course raise so many standards of marginalization, from education, infrastructure, and of course some of the challenges of cases, evictions, where we live. And the other thing is the projection of that one is Kenya shilling, 50 million Kenya shilling. Still on information technology, we believe establishing ICT again in Chebiuk ward in Bungoma County will enable, of course, the Ogiek of Mount Elgon, of course, not to travel 50 kilometers to access this essential service of ICT, and believe 40 million Kenya shilling will enable the Ogiek of Mount Elgon to access that vital service. On issue of a case, there are concerns from marginalized communities that restoration of justice, for example, the Ogiek of Mau still have a case which was ruled in Arusha, and the implementation of that case has took a lot of time for the government to implement that case, and still the Indora is still waiting for their 2010 ruling from African Commission case. And this has denied them some of the rights, since the Kenyan government is a signatory to international treaties and of course regional treaties. It is important for Kenyan government to consider implementation of African Commission case, and of course Arusha case for GIEC and Endores. And of course there have been issues of allocation of funds from Treasury, and we believe 3 million Kenya shillings for GIEC will enable them to ensure that the restoration, the displacement of GIEC from the ancestral land will enable them to do adjudication and titling of the area. And 3 billion Kenya shilling is a projection for this. For Endora's case, is another issue which was ruled 2010 is almost 15 or 15 years since the case has been ruled, and of course there's been the same issues on implementation, and the Endores believe that in this financial year, 5 billion Kenya shilling allocation of this restoration, restitution, compensation, and of course paying of the royalties suffered by Endores communities since 1973 will be realization of their justice they have suffered for that long. Of course, there are some of the material, the recommendation from Truth, Justice and Reconciliation Commission that acknowledges that the government should have implement the African Commission case UNESCO, of course, acknowledges that the Lake Bogoria around the Lake Bogoria issue is still Endoria is ancestral land. And since 2014, the task force that the government had, of course, formulated has never had any report to support this. The same, OGIEC has a report on the same, but the issue is implementation of two major reports, which of course will help other marginalized communities to realize some of these issues that they are facing. That is a major concern. Lastly, in the environment, establishing of a forest conservation fund for minorities and marginalized communities because they live in those forests and they need restoration of those. And lastly is about infrastructure of electricity fund for distribution of electricity to markets in Chebiuk ward in Bungoma, which is 200 million Kenya shilling. And of course, I said for environment is almost 200 shilling for eviction led to destruction of a bamboo forest.